Hello everyone. In this video, we will try to go in details how to find the surface area of two different figures. The first one in the top, which is the pyramid, and the one in the bottom, which is the cylinder. How to find this and how to go in details about finding this surface area, let's go through this question. First, here is the question. The question is, Isaiah is making an award for Architect of the Year at his company. As shown below, he is planning to paint the bottom piece with a wood color stain. So, here is the bottom piece. So we have the bottom piece, which is a cylinder. And based on this question, this bottom piece will be painted as a wood color. And the top piece in bronze. So we have the top piece, this is the top piece. And this top piece, which is like a pyramid. So we have cylinder and we have pyramid. So now, for this question, Isaiah will not paint the base that each piece sits on since it will not be seen. So remember that we will talk about the base for each figure. And now Isaiah needs to determine, this is the question now, the surface area, remember this, the surface area of the two award to determine how much paint he needs. So Isaiah will paint the bottom piece separately before attaching the pyramid on the top. And the question is suggesting to use 3.14 for pi. How to use all these information to know more about this shape? Let's go through this website. This is a good website. I will give you the link on the bottom in the comment of this video. So let's start first with a pyramid. Here is the pyramid. So what is the properties of the pyramid? The pyramid has 5 faces, so we can see that this is like a green face. It's a triangle. We have the yellow one, which is also triangle. And we have like the third one, which is also triangle. And finally, we have this one, which is also triangle. But we have also the base. Here is the base. In this pyramid, it's a square pyramid because the base, here is the base, is like a square. So if we keep going with the other shape, let's try find cylinder. So for cylinder, the cylinder, we can see that this cylinder has 2 bases. This is the first base, which is circular base, and the second base, which is circle base. So the cylinder has 2 bases, and here is the cylinder. Going back now to the question, so we can see that for the bottom shape, if we want to find the surface area, actually the surface area of the base in the bottom, we don't need to calculate it. I'm talking about this one, because the question actually told me to do this. The question is asking me that he's planning, okay, Isaiah will not paint, here is the question said, Isaiah will not paint the base that each piece sits on, the base. So we will not calculate exactly the area of the base, but at the same time, remember that Isaiah will paint the bottom piece, so this piece separately. That's why Isaiah will paint the top base of the cylinder, and Isaiah will paint the side of the cylinder. We know in geometry that to find the surface area, so we need to find the area of all sides. So we will start first with the cylinder, like this. In this cylinder, what we have is, so we have the side of the cylinder. To find the side of the cylinder, actually we need to find the surface area. We can first start with what we call the lateral area. So lateral area, and this lateral area is exactly can be calculated using this law, which is like the circumference. Here is the circumference. This is the circumference. We can say the circumference, and this will be multiplied by what we call it, the height of the cylinder. The height of cylinder. Okay, for the circumference, we know that it is 2 multiplied by pi multiplied by the radius, because we have here like a circle, and then multiplied by height. Now we need to substitute 2 times 3.14 times. Okay, the radius, the base in the top is the same as the base in the bottom. So if we can suggest that this point is the center of the circle, and here is the radius, because we have diameter as d, diameter as 6, and the radius is equal to the half of the diameter. So it will be the half of the 6, which is equal to the 3. So now 2 times 3.14 times 3 times the height, which is 5. Okay, to find the answer, we can use something like this using the calculator. So we will start with the 2. So we have 2, and then multiply it by like 3.14, and then multiply it by 3, and then multiply it by 5. So the answer will be 94.2. So remember that the answer will be like this, 94.2. I will keep this answer now. I do not need all this, so I will erase it. But remember that what we found is the lateral like area. So I will close it. Now to complete with the finding the surface area, so we finish with the lateral area. We don't need the base of the cylinder. Now we need to calculate the area of the top base. The area exactly is circle, so the area will be like this by r square, which is radius square. We substitute by 3.14 times the r, as we said before, is a 3. We need to square it, something like this. And to find the answer, we need to use the calculator. So here is the 3.14, and this will be multiplied by 3 square, which is 9. Okay, this is equal 28.6. We have the previous number, the lateral area, which is 94.2, and the area of the top, which is 28.26. So here is 28.6. Now let's find the whole surface area. So the surface area will be the lateral area, so we don't need all this. So the lateral area plus the area of the top, if we add it together, we will get like 94. So 94.2 added to 28.26, and the answer is 122.46. So remember this number. I will go back to this. So which one is the right answer? Actually, we found that it is 122.46 inch square. In this case, we found the wood paint. Why the wood paint? Because he is planning to paint the bottom piece with a wood color. So the bottom piece here, like this, is a wood paint. The answer is 122.46. This is the right answer. This is part 1 of this video. We found through it the surface area of this cylinder, but as the question asked us to do, we didn't calculate the area of the bottom of this shape. So in the next video, I will keep going with you to find the brass paint surface area, which is for the pyramid, and the total surface area as a whole for this question. Thank you for watching, and please feel comfortable to see the next video.